Hello and warm greetings. Time to present you the English news. President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani met with the leader of Hizb Islami, Gulbuddin Hekmatyar, on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr and held talks regarding the ceasefire with the Taliban group. The office of the president at Palace said President Ghani visited the residence of Hekmatyar before noontime today to greet him on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. According to Ark Palace, the leader of Hizb Islami thanked President Ghani and the other government officials for the visit and hailed President Ghani for his ceasefire initiative. Hekmatyar further added that peace is the demand of the Afghan people, as he declared full support to peace efforts and the ceasefire announced by the government. President Ghani said the 3 days of ceasefire proved that peace has changed into an overall consensus, as he emphasized that consultations with the different political parties as sects will continue. This comes as the Taliban in a statement said late on Sunday that the fighting of the group will continue to the attacks on the Afghan and foreign forces as well as against the government. The district administrative chief of Ghani Khel was killed during an attack by the militant earlier today, the local official said. Provincial governor spokesman Atawallah Khoghani confirmed that Mr. Khitab was killed during the militant attack before noon today. Khoghani further added that a number of armed militants launched an attack on the vehicle of Mr. Khitab in the vicinity of Maltabaga area of the district. He said Mr. Khitab was killed during the attack and one of his security guards was wounded. The anti-government armed militant groups, including Taliban insurgents, have not commented regarding the report so far. In Kunar province, at least 2 militants affiliated with the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, Khorasan, were killed during the clash and airstrike in eastern Kunar province of Afghanistan. The Ministry of Defense of Afghanistan said on Monday that the incident took place in Dari district. As a result, of militant was also wounded. According to a statement released by the Ministry of Defense, Afghan forces responded to militants' fire and carried out airstrike, leaving 2 militants dead and 1 more wounded. Anti-government armed militant and terrorist groups, including ISI-K affiliates, have not commented regarding the report so far. Kunar is among the relatively volatile provinces in east of Afghanistan, where the Taliban insurgents as well as the militants affiliated with the other terrorist groups are actively operating in its various districts and often carry out insurgency and terrorist-related activities. In the United States and North Korea, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK, will now seriously begin to flesh out bilateral talks over denuclearizing the Korean Peninsula. This is a largely undefined goal, but clearly is aimed at slowing then ending the DPRK's nuclear weapons program. The DPRK is being asked to give up nuclear weapons, nuclear testing, and nuclear material for weapons and the facilities to produce them. To achieve the transparent denuclearization, existing international agreements can serve as a guideline and a vehicle to build confidence and achieve ends through verifiable inspections. The DPRK should be asked to cloud the new comprehensive safeguards agreements with the International Atomic Energy Agency. These will need to be modernized version of agreement in place today, notably with the NDA, where the state is tactically acknowledged to have nuclear weapons. The safeguards agreements cover the means of production of civil materials and could be used as a guide for appropriate agreements with the DPRK that could immediately halt production of highly enriched uranium and weapons-grade plutonium. That was a brief. Have a good night. Bye.